said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Noles will kick it away to start us off. And he's coming out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Irish offense will take the field to start this game. They'll start this drive going to the air. The sure hands, it's Winton. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. And that one could serve a lot of purposes. You knock all the butterflies out, you get your first completion.
Yeah, and I agree. You know, the first completion, you get hit. And I always loved it as a player on the first drive to when you got hit, you got that out of the way, you get the butterflies out of the way, then you kind of settle and you realize, all right, this is just football.
And he gets it out past the sticks, and Notre Dame will have a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Might as well give it to him again. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll try the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. It just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense. Not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. So Florida State's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed. He's got game-breaking ability. Catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. Wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. 2 NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
Back to throw, it's Little. Grabbed behind the line, it's Battle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
On third down, he drops to throw. Hauls it in. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle, jog our punt return team out on the field. We're going to make it that easy for us.
The Seminoles decide to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Takes it on the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Here come the Irish back on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Second down, he'll throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
This is a team right now playing with tons of confidence because of how much their defense is dominating. Just look what they did the last time they took the field, and look what they're doing early in this game. They've got dudes flying around making plays. They are a tough unit.
This offense really needs to get something going. Punt on the opening drive, and now a 3rd and 10 coming up. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. He's got it. He's got great speed. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. To the ground with the back. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The play-action fake. Floating away. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Little. Pocket breaking down. Working that left side. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. And the Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. Give to the running back.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Seminoles come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, this offense, they started the drive with great field position. They're being methodical here. They're not hitting the home run necessarily and scoring these big explosive touchdowns, but they're getting 3rd down conversions. They're staying on the field. They do a nice job there running the football. They look like they're in control. That's a good sign.
Snags it into the end zone.
one of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone, and you're stopped at the 8. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Got a man. It's Bender. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
A lot of yardage in front of them. 1st and 10 from their own 19. On the ground, it's Winton. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Most offensive schemes are predicated on first down productivity. That will not go down as a productive first down play.
No, it will not, Reese. Give this defensive line credit because they were able to get penetration right off the snap and force a negative play.
Fires to the big fella.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Looking to throw on 3rd. Takes a hit as he fires. He's open on the right. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. Snagged out of the air. Oh, he's got some space. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting his defense on alert early.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
They go to the ground. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Line getting set on 2nd down. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the 2nd. Quarterback empties his backfield. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. It's complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And you really want to pay this drive off. This is a nice drive by this offense. Got to keep it going. Got to keep the foot on the gas. Obviously, trailing with a chance to tie this football game going into the half.
He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Makes the catch. He gets it in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Extra point here will tie the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll leave it with him. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Use the play fake, now to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. He's got an open man. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Nice catch there. I'll tell you, the Seminole passing attack has come a long way over the years. When I was playing against them back in the day, they were in the I formation every single play. Maybe it was play action. Maybe it was a shot play to the perimeter of the field. Now, they've got guys running all different kinds of routes, playing at different tempos, lining the ball over the field. This dude is a guy you just have to know where he is every single snap.
They'll move the wide receiver.
False start.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the flag, 1st and 15 for this offense. Tight end now in motion. Leaves it with the back. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. The Seminoles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give to the back. Breaks the tackle. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Seminoles getting set on 1st and 10. The give to the back. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Off the play fake. Now adjusting. Running to Green. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
The run to the left. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
How about the big fella with the hands? You know, those fullbacks are not talked about as athletes, but he shows you he can do a lot on the field, catches the football, gets the first down.
The Noles will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown Seminoles. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here come the Irish back on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Finds his tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Running back searching for a hole. Runs through the tackle. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. He'll do it himself. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. The Irish send out the punt unit. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Wants to adjust the pattern. They try to get it outside on the left. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Dropping back, it's Little. And he makes the grab, but he's out of bounds. Incomplete pass.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. And the Noles will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the defense, got him at the 27. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Back to pass. That's reeled in. It's Winton. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Trying play action. He's moving out of the pocket. He's going to take off. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Looking to pass. It's Little. Got the big paws on it, but couldn't hang on. Instead, it'll be fourth down. The Seminoles will try to pin them back with the punt. And the returner will be brought down. Here come the Irish back on offense. There's enough time left in the half here, David, to make something happen.
Dang right. I want to be aggressive. I'm not backed up in my own end. I can stay aggressive here. Try to get a field goal, Palmer. Try to get in range to get some kind of points before half.
Yeah, two biggest things are you got to protect the quarterback, and the QB cannot throw a pick here in this situation. If you do those two things, you got an opportunity here to steal some points.
Makes the grab. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on second and short. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Fires downfield. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll go to the air on third and short. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Irish send out the punt unit. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Might be calling a hot route. To the air. It's Little. Quickly to the tight end. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
And it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in South Bend. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the home of the Notre Dame Fighting Irish.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Got it behind the line. It's Battle. Using the pads, using the stiff arm, using all kind of strength to get it across the 25 to the 26. He'll throw on third down. Finds his target down the middle. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. And the Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Under fire. Caught near the sticks. It's battle. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. The Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. They'll give it to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Little. Takes the easy completion. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. So the intentional grounding call will be a loss of down, and now it's 4th down. The Seminoles will punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Holds and fires complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Notre Dame lines up quickly. They'll send the back in motion. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Rush is on him. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Yeah, and the defensive line, 3rd and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on 3rd down.
Hauls it in at the 25. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. Right on the money. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. He leaves it with his back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Little. Pressure coming. He'll try to do it himself. Still running at the 40. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Noles have had outstanding quarterbacks over the years, not always dual threats, sometimes a little more Danny Cannell-ish, but using his feet well there.
And even Chris Winkie, and guys that maybe they weren't runners, but man, they made those athletes around them really come to life and were a force multiplier, made everybody around them better, and you found a lot of those guys with these Florida State offenses.
And the Seminoles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to go up top. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's disappointing for the offense because that's a play that you rep all week long in practice. You should be able to hit that one no problem. The QB receiver couldn't come up with a completion.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. Caught over the middle. It's battle. He is stopped at the 47-yard line, and that's not nearly enough to move the chains. The Noles send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This time it's complete.
Well, nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position. And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that.
Turning it on. Bust through behind his pad. The 20. He's at the touchdown, Notre Dame. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the 2nd level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. To the air, it's Little. Quick completion on the out route. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. The quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Quickly complete. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the 1st down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the 3rd. They go back to work in the final period of this one. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. And the Noles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Trying to set up the screen. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the 1st down. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
Just a short pass to the tight end.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it. Also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
The give on the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Out of the gun, the inside give. Driving its way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
Football is about adjustments. 1st half, line up, pound strong, pound strong. 2nd half, great job. You're going to move your defense and shift to try to account for that? Boom, we'll pull some guys and run a counter backside and have some success.
This is what you love to see from your red zone defense now. You're making the opponent go backwards. Really nice stop on the run, the TFL. Now you got a big 2nd down. Here probably expecting the offense to throw with a little bit more room to work with.
Yeah, and you see they keep creeping the running backs out in the flat right there. He slips them out to the right, gets him the football quickly. But this defense, man, I'll tell you what, you talk about speed, seeing things, reacting, and going and getting them on the ground. Really nice job.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Noles! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him, made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
Off play action. Got his man on the right. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Scanning the field, it's Little. Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle, it's Battle. Offense on the move. A big play there, gets it to the 30. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. Looking for space, it's Chung. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And the running back there did everything that he's coached to do, right? They've got the lead late in this game. You've got to stay in bounds. You're finding yards. It's a positive run, but you're not going out of bounds. Really well done.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
Here's the handoff. Not a lot there. Picks up 1 inside the 20 to the 19. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now the play fake. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Back to the ground game on the left. There he goes. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Waning moments, huge fourth down, and this crowd is rising to the occasion. Trying to do it on the ground. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
How about that? You got the lead late in the game. Get some first downs. Salt this clock away. This is the exact position you want your offense in.
Imposing their will, right, David? I mean, we know we're running it. You know we're going to run it. We're trying to ice this game. There's nothing you can do to stop us.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. Beck's going for the goal line. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
It And what you see late in games, man, those teams that can really run the football and run that clock when they got a lead, you really win a lot more football games. So I think you look for them to be physical down the stretch of this game, try to continue to do this on the ground, continue to eat that clock.
To the air on second down. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown, and that might do it.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a two-possession game. And guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
And he's going to try to return this one. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here come the Irish back on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. And a sack all the way back at the 5. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Back to pass on second down. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go.
Timeout, Florida State.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. A designed run for the quarterback. And they get him on the ground, and that's going to do it. Ball game is over. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make...